When you're living with prediabetes, every bite you take can tilt the scale toward better health or deeper imbalance. And while most advice focuses on carbs, sugar, and the usual suspects, there's a quieter player in the background with enormous influence over your metabolic future: your gut microbiome. These trillions of microbes lining your intestines do more than digest food. They regulate inflammation, shape hormone responses, and even help control how your body processes glucose. The science is getting clearer. If you want to stop prediabetes from becoming type 2 diabetes, you need to start feeding the right microbes. That starts with the kinds of foods your gut bacteria thrive on, namely prebiotics, resistant starches, and fermented compounds that encourage the growth of beneficial bacteria and increase the production of short-chain fatty acids like butyrate. These acids don't just stay in the gut. They help reduce systemic inflammation, support the integrity of the gut barrier, and improve insulin sensitivity throughout the body. And the best part? These foods aren't obscure or expensive. They're likely already in your kitchen or just a grocery run away. Pistachios are a perfect example. Often thought of as just a snack, they're actually one of the most microbiome-supportive foods you can eat. Their unique combination of fiber, polyphenol, and healthy fats feeds butyrate-producing bacteria, while also improving blood sugar control and reducing markers of inflammation. People with prediabetes who add pistachios to their daily routine often see improvements in fasting glucose and insulin sensitivity, all without having to give up flavor or satisfaction. It's a small shift that delivers a big return. Legumes like lentils and chickpeas work in a similar way. They're packed with soluble fiber and resistant starch, both of which help your gut microbes produce those inflammation-fighting compounds while keeping glucose levels stable. Unlike refined carbs that rush into the bloodstream like sugar-fueled sprinters, legumes digest slowly and help flatten the post-meal glucose curve. They also promote satiety, which means you're less likely to reach for something sugary later on. And they happen to pair well with whole grains, which are another key piece of the microbiome metabolism puzzle. Whole grains like oats, quinoa, and barley feed your microbes and provide a slow, steady source of energy without spiking insulin. Over time, diets rich in whole grains have been shown to reduce inflammation, improve lipid profiles, and lower the risk of developing full-blown diabetes. Your gut flora thrive on their complex fibers, and in return, they produce the kinds of chemical messengers that keep your blood sugar in check. It's not just fiber for fiber's sake. It's an investment in metabolic stability. Fermented foods bring an extra layer of support. Sauerkraut, kimchi, yogurt, kefir. They introduce live bacteria that help modulate your immune system and assist with nutrient absorption. They may not colonize your gut long-term, but they influence the environment enough to help your existing beneficial microbes flourish. And when your microbial balance is right, inflammation levels drop, insulin works better, and your body becomes more efficient at managing blood sugar. Don't forget the smaller players that make a big difference. Garlic, onions, leeks, green bananas, and cold potatoes are all rich in fibers and starches that bypass your digestion and go straight to your gut microbes. The result is a slow fermentation process that steadily releases beneficial compounds without disrupting glucose homeostasis. Even berries, low in sugar, high in antioxidants, can help stabilize blood sugar and reduce oxidative stress, especially when eaten with protein or fat. When you think of food as something that feeds your microbes as much as it feeds you, everything changes. You stop counting just calories or grams of carbs, and you start thinking in terms of ecosystem support. And when your gut ecosystem is healthy, your metabolism tends to follow. That's why gut-friendly foods aren't just good for digestion. They're one of the most powerful tools for preventing the progression of prediabetes. With every fiber-rich bite, you're shifting your future toward balance, resilience, and better blood sugar, one microbial message at a time.